February 26, 2022. It is away days. It is the Texas 2-for-1, and it's opening weekend here in Major League Soccer. It is cold, wet, and rainy, too, right outside of Austin, Texas. I'm stationed in Huntsville, Texas, halfway between Austin and Houston, hitting Austin and Cincinnati first, and then tomorrow, Houston and Real Salt Lake on Sunday, February 27th. We are believing, as Ted Lasso would say, for better weather for Austin and Cincinnati, but, we don't get to pick. However, it is away days. I'm very excited, and welcome to the 2022 Major League Soccer season right here on the State Soccer Network.
Year 2 for our friends in Verde started off with a bang. No, quite literally, they had fireworks before the game. It was awesome. But the club said before the season even started, before the fireworks were launched, before a ball was kicked, that they wanted to repay the fans.
Home is where our heart is. I mean, this is an incredible place. It really is, and we gotta maximize that, savor the opportunity every time we're out here. And again, we saw this towards the end of last year. Our last 5 games here at home, the way that we played, the quality in which we played with, and the results that we got, we felt this is a place, and we feel this is a place that we should be able to get a lot of wins, and that's going to be our motivation and drive all year. And again, our support is. And our fan base and the supporter section are incredible. They fuel us, and again, we want to repay these fans and this community for everything they've given us in 1 year. It's been amazing, and we owe them a lot.
And with that being said, the repayment plan started in just the second minute with a goal from Cecilio Dominguez. And a second 12 minutes later from Captain Alex Ring. And just for good measure, a 43rd minute goal right before the break. Real-time me had some thoughts on it, and here I am, live from Q2.
Austin FC 3, Cincinnati 0 here at halftime. Not a great first half to start the year for Cincinnati. The life was at the back, couldn't stop Austin doing anything. The attack for Austin is much improved from last year. You can see that here in the first half. Wonderful start for Austin, bad start for Cincinnati. Second half still to play, 45 to go for FC Cincinnati to respond.
And that is enough of past me. For the second half, we're going to show you some of the sights and sounds from around the stadium while I summarize what happened, and then we'll follow it up with Captain Alex Ring's thoughts on the game. A 61st minute goal by Cecilio Domingo, assisted by Sebastian Derussi, gave Cecilio a brace, and then to end the game, an own goal by Cincinnati completes a 5-0 drubbing on opening day of the season. And like I promised, here is Alex Ring's thoughts on Austin's performance.
Yeah, in the end, it's just 3 points. First game of the season. We have a lot of games left, so of course we're happy with our performance. But I hope it gives us confidence in the way we play, and with the preseason we've had. I think we've been happy with how the guys have been working and supporting each other. That was why we played the way we played today, and now it's just finding that consistency and keep winning games.
Austin 5, FC Cincinnati 0. A hot start to the year for the boys in Verde. Everyone scored, even Alex Ring scored. Cecilio with a double. What a night here in Austin.
Before we leave Austin for Houston, we celebrate Josh Wolf's 45th birthday.
So the other thing I was going to ask you was the narrative is going to come out. It's going to be Austin better Cincinnati guy. I guess what's your case that this is work because you guys just get out?
Hi, February 27th, second day of this Texas 2-for-1. It is much warmer and sunny outside as I'm heading to PNC Stadium for the Houston Dynamo and Real Salt Lake to kick off their MLS seasons. A 5-0 win last night in Austin. Hopefully Houston follows up with something good today. MLS Opening Weekend, still live from my car. I'll see you guys in Houston. here at the top of PNC Stadium, downtown Houston, Texas, opening day for Major League Soccer for the Houston Dynamo as they host Real Salt Lake. Fantastic day. It is beautiful, not a cloud in this Texas sky as they do battle on newly named PNC Stadium here in Houston, Texas.
Now, admittedly, Houston against Real Salt Lake wasn't as exciting as Austin against Cincinnati, but there was a subtle beauty to the game. These two teams, Houston, very new general manager, new owner, new coach, creating a new culture. But on the other side, it's Real Salt Lake, who are coming off a playoff appearance, but missing their key player from last year, Albert Rusnak, who moved over to Seattle. This delicate balance of how do we play each other, not knowing a lot about each other. It was really brilliant to watch. And we talked about that with Dynamo head coach Paulo Nagamura.
Next, we'll go to Riley James. Go ahead, Riley.
Coach, welcome to Houston. Obviously, this is your first match here. We talked about that a little bit. Managing the game on your end, obviously you can't do a lot once the game starts. You're not on the field, but overall, the message to the guys before the game and at halftime, how do you feel like the guys reacted and responded to that? And how do you feel like you managed the game as a coach?
Look, I'll make sure that the players will hear me on the sideline. That's for sure. Even if there's 20,000 people on the stands, I will still gonna be screaming at them. But with jokes around, I think no, the players, the players responded well. I think second half we came back better. We did perform a little better in the second half. It was a good response. So the players are experienced as well. They need to read the game. They need to make decisions on their own. The most important thing is that the team is organized and they have the ideas that we want to implement on how we want to play. So it's a little bit of both. Me communicating with them and them make sure that they're having their smart and the right decisions on the playing field.
As far as on the pitch, you mentioned they responded very well in the second half. The look of it was you guys had a ton of possession trying to break them down in the second half. They had 9 behind the ball, or 10 behind the ball rather. How do you figure how the team did as far as trying to break them down? Obviously no goal, but the team felt more creative in the second half. What do you think about the last 45?
Yeah, like I say, you say it right. We had more control of the possession, but we didn't transform our control in chances to score, and that's what we need to keep working on. And I think we have the players to do it. We need just to better understand each other and the way that we want to play, and that comes with time. Like I said, it's a work in progress, and you're not gonna find all the solutions on week one right away. And credit to Salt Lake, they defended well, made it difficult for us. But we need to be a little bit more aggressive on the final third, especially playing at home.
Anyone in Houston will probably admit to you that they've had a problem with fans the last couple of years not going to games. But opening day of 2022, there was a lot more people there than usual. And it won't surprise you, a lot more have committed now that Mexican captain and Atletico Madrid midfielder Hector Herrera has signed a pre-contract and will arrive in Houston come July. Nevertheless, the fans were out and it created this great buzz for opening day. So I asked Dynamo defender Adam Lundqvist if that opening day feeling ever goes away.
Next to Riley James. Go ahead, Riley.
Adam, thank you so much for making some time for us. We talked about the atmosphere a little bit. As far as opening day, you've been here for a few years now. You've had a couple opening games here at PNC Stadium. Talk about the nerves you had before in the first match of the season. Does it ever go away? Does it lessen? How are you feeling before the game?
I would say it never goes away. Not for me. Like I've been waiting for this day for so long, like the off season and then all the preseason. And, I always feel nervous, but it's something I enjoy it. I really do. I think when you're nervous is when you play your best. You get that little extra edge. And I think just a lot of guys was very focused today. You could feel it in the locker room before the game. And like I said, a lot of anticipation and a lot of excitement for the season, but also just, it was nice to get a solid performance and get the first one out of the way. It's a long season. We're not going to win the championship, or we're not going to get to the playoffs after one game, but it was nice to get out there. Like I said, it was amazing turn up, a lot of fans here in attendance. So it was great. It was they really helped us for the entire 90 minutes.
And we end our weekend in Texas with quite literally another bang. They did fireworks at both games, and it was awesome. It really was great. A full circle moment, but we cannot thank the communication staffs of Austin FC and the Houston Dynamo enough. They set us up perfectly for the weekend. We cannot thank you enough as a consumer for watching this video, and I can't thank State Soccer Network enough for allowing me to do this. We cover all levels of American soccer, and MLS is the one that got me interested in this game. So to be able to come back to it and go back to Houston, a place where I started my career, it was quite incredible. But nevertheless, you can find us on social media and all these places. We hope you have a fantastic week.